Good morning, everybody. Welcome, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans, to Game 4 of the finals of the Chaos Comedy Tour Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring 2021 Tournament. I am DM Stewart 1981. Alongside me is my partner in the booth, Sonny Wrath.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you're ready for one heck of a match between GregglyPuff and fryteeth. We've already seen three very good ones prior to this, but this could be the last game, or fryteeth could force a decider and make it a Game 5. So I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, so am I. GregglyPuff is leading 2-1, as Sonny mentioned. So some about how they've gotten here. GregglyPuff has knocked off Dengwu, Caleb, Cheesinator, Gouda632, and Jay Coper, which is a pretty good. That's a pretty good set of opponents.
It is a very good set of opponents.
fryteeth, on the other hand, has knocked off Pickles and Beer, who came out of nowhere to make the Final Four. Jat, Krellin, and Saracen and Zero Cool, which isn't exactly a weak set of opponents himself.
Yeah, very, very strong opponents on both sides that each runner had to get through. But let's get into this draft real fast. So the draft was kind of an interesting one. Of course, fryteeth had the first pick, and fryteeth ended up opening up with a red mage. And Greg took a look at the blessings on each class and decided to go with the black belt and the fighter. And fryteeth ended up closing out with the thief. So we have the three melee classes and then the hybrid mage, where it can also be used as a melee. It's going to be quite interesting. Now, as for the blessings, as Shadowed Flames already posted, thank you, Shadowed, our amazing tracker. Fighter has plus 10 luck and plus ninja spells, but the malices are a little painful on the fighter, to be honest. Black Mage HP, minus 20 HP, and minus 15 Vitality. So we very well may not see very much HP on the fighter throughout the seed. The Thief, on the other hand, this Thief's going to be a tank with Black Belt Vitality and 30 HP, but we are off. About to see what level 1 white magic holds.
We've got Silver Sword in the... We've got the Silver Sword in the Corneria. We've got Heal, Cure 3, Cure 4. We've got Ice 2, so we've got a sweeper.
Yes, I said the Thief will be a tank. It's going to have so much HP. And early Cure 4, especially with it being Red Mage learnable, is super nice, as well as a Knight learnable after promotion.
And Ice 2 will work for a sweeper.
It most definitely will.
Actually, one of the best DPS characters, to answer the question in chat, of any DPS characters, the best DPS character was not taken in this draft. The Black Mage, who gets Fighter Strength and Katana.
All right. We have both of our runners already in the Temple of Fiends, and we've already got a Garland encounter on GregglyPuff's side. Ice 2 going out for 100 damage, Ice 2 going out from the fighter again for 41 damage. So 141 damage so far. Ice 2 coming out again for 134. That is it for Garland, and level 3 on all of Puff's characters. He's going to go out and save, as fryteeth is going to go ahead and loot through a little bit of Temple of Fiends, pick up 6,700 gold, and then immediately run out to save again.
Okay, it's doing this. They're doing the same things, but doing them in opposite order.
A cabin and 635 gold in the upper chests of Temple of Fiends.
And let's see, we've got a loot.
A French vanilla loot at that.
And a canal.
That canal is most definitely nice. Alright. Greg heading back into town, gonna pick up some more cabins. Good old save items.
And Fryteeth picks up his trumpet and his canal.
Ah, the good old trumpet. And Fryteeth is gonna go ahead and take a stop in the armor shop. Not pick up the iron armor, though. Greg's gonna go ahead and pick up the iron armor and just make sure he's ready to go with that in case the fighter happens to need it. And now we start the exploration, as there is no free bridge. So they don't have an easy way to Provoca, and Provoca may not be Provoca anyway.
I was gonna say, Provoca might or might not be Provoca. Now, if you're running this way, do you do a quick dive to get the 2 chests and talk to Hooray Dwarf?
Definitely to get the 2 chests. And Greg's just on a nasty part of the encounter table. Fryteeth gonna give us a look at these chests with an ice -2.
Ice, baby.
That's a rather nice sword. All right, let's see what else we happen to find as we continue deeper into this seed.
Now, I dislike that neither one of them bothered to talk to Hooray Dwarf, but
they might do that afterwards.
they might do that later. They might do that when they come back with one or both of the
the fetch items. There we go.
Yeah. Fetch quest items. And Greg and Fryteeth both pass Bridge Boss. We've got Crescent Lake at Elfland.
Oh,
with a floater.
Look at the price of that floater at 22K, almost 23K. We're looking at a slightly expensive floater, but it could always be much worse.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse. I've seen shop items at 60,000. And that's a ship.
Well, that's easy access to Provoca to see what town that is, as well as Melbourne, as well as Onrak.
As well as Crescent.
Crescent doesn't matter.
Well, if Crescent happens to be Provoca, it does.
This is true. Balthazar calling Final Fantasy the quest for more money. I hate to say that, but that's Final Fantasy 2.
Yeah.
Greg's gonna go ahead and pick up more cabins.
Merchandising.
Nothing wrong with that, though. Alright.
And Greg is taking the canoe trip over to Crescent.
And
Provoca is Elfland.
Elfland at Provoca is nice with level 3 nuke, so we are going to have 2 characters with access to that.
3 after promotion, if we promote.
That is if promotion happens, yes.
Oh no, Greg is not making a run to Crescent. Greg is going to Volcano.
Yeah, no, I like this play.
And we find out the bad news that Exit is locked.
But Temper is at least level 4.
Temper is at least level 4 and learnable.
Greg, yeah, I think Greg's going to head into Volcano Armory to try to get some good money.
relatively cheap houses.
I missed the prices on those.
1,500.
Ooh, those are very inexpensive houses. That's pretty good. As Greg has now entered the armory floor, he's going to go ahead and check the chest, and it's a monster in a box with some Caribs. And Fryteeth is doing something that I absolutely love seeing. We have a pop grind.
Yes.
Taking a page from the old runners
From
books.
the old school runner books.
Lynn the Cat in chat agreeing that the pop grind is a pro move. This is a choice that could allow Fryteeth to pick up that floater before Greg. We're about to see, though, as...
Oh,
Greg...
wizards have glare.
Oh, no! He's not going to be able to get out of that. 2 monsters in a box already.
There are, what, 40 total monster in a box?
If I remember correctly, yes. I believe that math checks out. Yeah.
Fryteeth is making a run at ice, maybe?
Could also be going to check what Crescent is.
Could be going to check what Crescent is. Could be going to check. Armory, Volcano Armory, like Greg is doing.
Yeah, that's a possibility too. We have not seen Warp yet, Lynn, and Exit is locked from the Red Mage.
Exit is not learnable by this party.
Red Hydra's hitting fairly decently, but that Ice Sword is going to make quick work of them.
And Fryteeth not making the ice play. Looks like Fryteeth is making the volcano play. Yeah, Fryteeth is making the volcano play.
Oh, look at this red dragon
Red
on
D.
Greg's screen. And he got a preemptive on it. This could be really, really good. It could also be really bad, because we don't know how much HP the red dragon has just yet.
And Fryteeth finds that Carib monster in a box.
Took out the fighter, takes out... Oh, he's only got one party member left. He's gonna take another wipe.
Yeah.
That's a big oof.
Yes, they have trap tiles and monster in a box. They've had monster in a box since the, what is it, round of 32?
Round of 64.
Since they started brackets.
Correct. Yeah, I agree with the assessment from Life Reboot. With Fryteeth having Nuke, he's going to be able to move a little bit faster through this, but it
maybe
doesn't work out too well when you just get destroyed by wizards.
Yeah, those wizards are rough.
It's unfortunate to see. Ah, Greg finding a ribbon. And a heal helm. There's another... Oh! This is a monster in a box to remember.
Yeah, it is. Fryteeth clears out that red D, gets some good XP out of it.
Yeah, it helps that he had Nuke.
Well, yeah, Nuke is very helpful.
Just a little overpowered. We are A-side, yes. We have the vanilla tiles. We have seen
Yeah.
Red D, we've seen a Karib tile. But if I remember correctly, with the monster in a box, it pulls from any encounter zone for each monster in a box.
I think Monster in a Box is B-side. Is B-side tiles.
It might be.
But I could be wrong on that. I don't know Monster in a Box as well. Okay, in chat we have a confirmation Monster in a Box is the B-side tiles.
Which is nice, because we did see that one monster in a box that did have the double fighters, so could see Greg run back to get that. Oh, Greg might be able to buy that floater very soon. I think he's off by about 300, maybe 250.
Yeah, about 250.
And now I think he's off by exactly 2.
Yep.
That's just enough to be mad. He knows he just needs one encounter, and he got it. This should be the only encounter that he needs. Let's see. Boom!
Yeah.
Greg's gonna have the floater. This could actually be a very, very fast seed. I'm definitely looking forward to see how much this deviates now.
Well, I think fryteeth is going to get his floater right now too, so...
Hopefully he has the money. He did get the red D kill. He's off by... Or he's over by 4,000.
He's over by 4K.
And he's going to pick up a few more cabins and be good to go. He does have nuke over Greg. That's one of the few advantages he has right now. And he's going to leave that fighter dead.
Well, that's... With the way the blurses are, that's not necessarily a bad choice. Although it's a nuke. It's a nuke you don't have.
Yeah, and the multiple charges of it are huge.
And Crescent Lake is on rack.
Not a bad find. Definitely not a find that you want to see, but not the end of the world. As Greg is heading over towards Sarda's cave, question is, what's the old man going to have today?
Well, that's usually my first. That's usually my first stop when I get airship. He's got the chime.
So we have half of the puzzle to access Sky.
And Gaia is Gaia.
That town's not randomized. Greg is going to jump into the Hall of Giants, see what we have here, and... Oh, that's the undead tile. This tile could,
And it's got Wraith has Bane.
Yeah, no, that's the bane of GregglyPuff's party right there. 16-minute desert grind check. Let's see. Is that the second encounter sandwich, or is that first encounter?
No, fryteeth, you're supposed to walk without rhythm. That way you won't attract the worm.
And we see red anklos.
It was regular anklos.
Or, yeah. I don't know why I saw red at the beginning of it. Alright. Fryteeth knows that the sandwiches are going to be what he goes after.
And...
Yep, it's first encounter for 1 to 2 sandwiches in the upper right quadrant. This could be bad news for Greg.
Yeah, this could be.
We've got Lefane at Melmond, which means the only two towns that haven't been checked are Onrak and Lefane.
Yeah. Greg makes a possibility of going to Marsh and then decides not to go to Marsh.
About to find out that Onrak is, or that Gaia is at Gaia.
Gaia is Gaia.
Who would have guessed that Gaia is Gaia? Oh, and Greg has found his sandwiches. And he very well may drop to Black Belt Red Mage for this. And make this go a lot faster.
Well, fryteeth may be also doing the same thing and dropping just to Black Belt Red Mage.
Or is Greg going to drop to Black Belt Fighter?
I don't see why you would, with as bad as the fighter is.
Yeah, I'm not 100% certain either.
But what do I know? These guys are good at this. I'm not. I'm not good at racing.
I'm questionable. I do agree that the Black Mage HP is awful for the fighter on top of the minus vitality it has. Greg making the run over to Lefane to find out that it is actually Melmond.
Ooh. And we're gonna check our magic. We've got a fire 3 and an ice 3 there.
And white magic level 5, life 2 promotion locked, unfortunately. He wanted to get the information on the town. And he is going to escape away. He's heading towards Provoca.
And let me say to Metagloria in chat that if you've been playing vanilla FF1 for 31 years, kind of about as long as I have, yes, absolutely get into Rando. We will have there will be a Duckling Derby. There will be Duckling Derby coming up.
Yep, the Summer Duckling Derby.
And that is a great time for new runners to get involved.
And we will teach you the ins and outs of the game. Alright, Greg finding the 21 gold tents as well as that beautiful 1,500 priced house, not cabin. Cabin's at 1,500. That's madness. Alright, Greg and Fryteeth are both going to be just sitting on sandwiches for a little while.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some... yes, this is best of 5. It is currently 2-1 GregglyPuff. Fryteeth wins, then there will be a game 5 coming up soon.
Greg's got the process of elimination done and heading towards the new on-rack, which is Provoca.
Well, and that's a good call because incentive item.
Exactly. Though it could be something that's not a key item.
Oh, Power Bonk isn't a bad thing to get. White
Power
shirt's
bunk-
not a bad thing to get.
White shirt would probably be more valuable than the power bunk at this point. But
But
hey,
it is an adamant.
There's the Badamant. I mean, the Radamant.
And let me ask, do you want to have a fetch quest?
No. I don't want to fetch my fetch quest to go fetch another fetch quest.
Ha 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 ha.
Alright, Greg's going to check the magic. We see wall at level 2. That's actually nice to see.
Oh, and there will be, like I said, or like Hate brings up in chat, there will be a bonus race tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern Time.
It is the Oops All Fighter race.
What? Oops, all fighters?
Oops All Fighters. Oops All Thieves was not that bad.
What about Oops, all white mages?
That actually is where the white samurai strats really came into play. Alright, we have GregglyPuff gonna go ahead and make a dive into the waterfall. I
don't dislike this play.
I don't dislike it either, but it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, those mud goals are usually hit like a truck.
Alright, fryteeth gonna go ahead and call it quits on his grinding for now. Sitting at 404 HP on the black belt, so I believe that would be mid-20s.
We get a muck pack. Yeah. Oh no.
Greg's
Oh,
lost
no.
the red
Oops.
mage. That's not good.
The Oops All Imps flag. Somehow I don't like that flag. I don't like the sound of that flag. Oh,
Alright.
he's going for the red D grind.
I like this play. It's a lot of EXP, and you're only taking one step in between each fight. It's a lot more damage going out, but it's definitely got a better EXP yield. I don't know if he's going to have enough HP or enough heals to really survive it, and I saw that rub come out on
Mummy
the
rubs.
side.
That's not good. That's not good to see, because you're going to find mummies in Sky, in Mirage Tower, in Sky, in
Earth.
Ordeals, in Earth. You're going to find mummies in so many places. To have them start off with rub is not a good sign.
But hey, at least the tile is a gargoyle tile. And that's the bottle for GregglyPuff, so definitely some extra key items over on GregglyPuff's side, and he's not even going to loot the chest. He's definitely going to be banking on that black belt after he has a few more key items to actually get the EXP gain.
Yeah, that's the other reason that I don't hate the waterfall play, is get key items. Key items are plus 5% XP.
Ooh. Is he got the one round on those mud goals, and definitely working on cutting down how many fights he'll have to make.
Greg found the bottle to let Shadowed Flames, our wonderful tracker, know. He also found mummies with rub.
He had to release some bottled anger, question mark? Yeah, let's go with that. Trying to slice a bat in twain, but the bat went, nah, I'm moving out of the way. Alright, Greg has the bottle, has the adamant, has 2 fetches to turn in, so definitely can end up with a bit of a key item advantage over Fryteeth, and attempt to make that grind a little bit faster.
But Fryteeth has found a good grind, has gotten a pretty decent grind. Let's see what is...
Albeit a little bit
26.
slower. Albeit a little bit slower than probably what he was hoping for, but still going to be enough to be able to just blast through things. And Greg's just making a run for the airship. He actually does get to it. Might have had me a little worried there, not gonna lie.
Okay, Fryteeth's gonna go back and do some more sandworm grind.
I like the play here. About equivalent EXP to the Red Dragon.
It's a slab.
Gloomchew, to answer your question in chat of if there are any good blursings, the best we have is the black belt with plus 80 HP. That's basically the best that there is.
Yes, they did draft the parties. To answer Adam Drooping chat. Fryteeth went first and picked a red mage. GregglyPuff went second, picked fighter and black belt, and Fryteeth picked a thief.
Greg's gonna go turn in this bottle, grab another key item, and that'll put him at 7. And so he'll have 3.5 times more EXP. Oh no, it's still at 6.
No, it's a white shirt.
That white shirt is nice to see, though. I don't think Greg had forgotten where Melmond is. I think he just hadn't decided to go around or doing it yet.
He was turning in the bottle first, and Greg is going to do a little bit of grind on the sandworm.
Good old sandwiches. Fryteeth, though, is nearing that level 32 mark.
And gets the steak and wyvern pack.
Good old steak and wings. Level 29, I believe, over there on Fryteeth. Level 16 for Greg, though. And
Level 30 for Fryteeth.
We'll see who's able to get there faster. Greg may end up dropping to solo character strats soon. He may end up doing that at 21. And Greg does have a ribbon. Yeah, those wings are a little spicy. I'd say they've been they have a bit of a habanero mango sauce on them, or mango habanero, depending upon how you want to call it.
I'm not sure what level Fry's Red Mage is at, Len. Len the cat?
It's level dead.
Right, yeah, at this point it's level dead.
Alright. Fryteeth trying to get to 32, Greg just working on getting some more levels. And there's 32 for Fryteeth. So Fryteeth is at 32, sitting at 621 HP. Gonna push a little farther. And there's already the 8 hits for 854 damage. So Fryteeth definitely looking pretty good right now when it comes to the damage count.
Fryteeth possibly looking to do the grind all the way up. To, what is it, 42?
42 is the 10-hit breakpoint.
This is part of why I'm not very good at racing, is I don't have those things memorized. Yeah, Fryteeth may be going to 38 and finish it off with walk and grind.
If I still know Puff's play as well as I used to, he'll probably stop about 35, 36.
Again, finish off with walk and grind.
But he might also try to drop down to that solo black belt soon.
So one final question, and I don't remember how these flags work for it. What is the Warmech situation?
That's a good question. Let me pull it up and I'll get you an answer real quick. Warmech is vanilla.
Aww. There's no fun there.
And we have people that are pro Warmech in here, though. And wanting to see a Warmech kill from either of these runners, if not both. And
I am a strong proponent of the use of Warmech. Of the use of Warmech for a fight.
We got some pro rings being bought.
If I could do it, if there were a grind tile, if you could make a grind tile Warmech.
I mean, you can make Warmech the guardian of the Mosmutant.
No, there is that.
Or, if you really wanted to be a little more spicy, you could unleash Warmech.
I've always liked patrolling Warmech.
Alright, Greg is at the point where the black belt is just straight up one-shotting. So, I don't think he's going to be keeping that fighter alive for much longer.
And Fryteeth managed to get the stake to run away.
Yeah, Fryteeth is high enough level to where the stake is like, I don't want any of this. Oh, this is a good encounter for Greg, as it was an ambush. Trying to get the fighter to die so that way he can do the solo black belt, hit the sandwiches, get a ton of EXP, and be good to go. Look at that from fryteeth. 8 hits for 1,074, stopping at 38. And he's ready to start exploring again.
Well, he's gonna go turn in that slab.
I don't think he has the slab.
Oh, does he not? Oh, no, he doesn't. He hasn't been over to Onrak.
Correct. Greg's the one that has the slab.
Well, it's not entirely a wasted trip for Fry.
Yeah, and Greg's grind will end up being just a little bit faster as soon as he actually gets that fighter to take a dirt nap.
Yeah, Greg is eventually going to Dan that fighter.
It keeps resisting the siren song of a dirt nap. Until it gets dropped to 48 HP.
Fryteeth gets the chime from Sarda, which is, of course, half of our Sky.
There it is. We got the solo black belt power going right now. Look at that 8,000 EXP for Greg.
And Fryteeth is going over to check Onrak. Well, Vanilla Onrak, which we now know to be Provoca, which is where the slab is.
Alright. Y'all wanted to see the solo black belt sandwich? Here's the solo black belt sandwich grind.
To answer the question from Azure in chat, yes, actually it does. Because the agility, because it's the, I forget what stat it is, but it's a stat or level on the lead character of your party determines runaway.
Yeah, the morale check.
Runaway chance.
The morale check for enemies is based upon the level of the character in slot 1. And then, yeah, agility afterwards. So if the slot 1 character's level is much lower than the rest of it, or than the enemy pack, then the enemies aren't going to run away. And in this case, that thief is much lower level than these sandworms. Puff already sitting at level 28. Just flying along. And due to that ribbon, hold is gonna do absolutely nothing. Fryteeth, though, sitting in Provoca. Looking pretty good right now.
Fryteeth gonna go and get that bottle from, see, Fryteeth's gonna go and get that bottle from Waterfall.
What I'm wondering is where Greg's going to go next. I'd imagine he'll probably end up diving Ordeal since he'll have the levels to get through it without much of an issue, but there's also Ice and Marsh incentivized.
Yeah.
He is already sitting at level 30, though. And just dumping tents because they're a lot less expensive than heal pots. I actually like that play. I think that's a pretty good play.
We have already gotten the canal, to answer Len the Cat. We got the canal from Sarah.
Yeah, the canal did come from Sarah, as well as the loot from not Sarda, from the King of Canaria.
Okay.
Royals were actually really good this time around. My thoughts on the question from Guelph35. Does Puff go 32 or 42? I think Puff's going to go 36. Question in chat from Paralight. Have we found the shop item yet? The answer is yes. It was the floater in Crescent Lake for about 23,000. 22,935.
To answer Ordy in chat, this is a best of 5. The current score is GregglyPuff is up 2-1.
Did Greg stop at 32?
He might have.
He did. He's going to go straight for carry.
I don't think that's bad. That's not a bad idea.
The Mad Lad. The Mad Lad is being a gamer. I like this.
He is going to man mode carry.
I mean, to be fair, man moding carry is not the worst thing.
There's a red D grind. Or there's a red D grind tile.
He's going to take it. He's going to take it all day long.
Oh, yeah.
Puff, you mad lad. Puff, you mad lad. I love it.
Yeah, Sarazen makes a good point. It's the no step count. Yeah, it's the no step count grind tile.
Fryteeth about to turn in the bottle to get the news of, oh hey, it's a white shirt. And he's going to have evasion.
Well, that's a really good thing to get.
That's an extremely good thing to get, especially if Chaos hits like a truck, as per normal. Fryteeth going to go ahead and land here in the Ordeals area and make the Ordeals play.
I don't dislike that play.
I don't either.
We know it's an incentive item. If it's not the power bonk, it's going to be a pretty good incentive item.
Oh yeah.
Or will lead to a good incentive item. Now, the one problem with this is you don't have warp.
Yeah, no warp in the Pillar Maze is a bit of a pain, because if you hit the Womp and go back to the start of the maze, it's just painful. Ruby can still be out there, but Titan's Trove, if I remember correctly, is not an incentive location.
Titan's Trove is not an incentive location. We have the slime... We have metal slime tile.
Metal slimes? Oh boy. Metal slimes.
That's a nice... We have an R-Sahag. We have a Sahag, R-Sahag.
Monster in a box.
Monster in a box.
That just has money. Greg's sitting at level 40 right now. Punching for 1,000 and 1,101. Whew.
Dang. And Fryteeth gets good turn order on that mummy pack.
Alright, Puff sitting at 41. We are about to see
It's
that
a ruby.
beautiful... Oh... Thunder Frost Wolves.
Life is not learnable by either. It is second slot level 3. It is not Red Wizard learnable.
Life 2,
And I believe
though,
it is also not. Life 2 we've seen is Red Wizard learnable, but not Red Mage learnable.
Correct. Puff is 42 and ready to just go punch carry his lights out. Hey, 2 of the ogres actually passed their morale check.
Okay, and Fryteeth is going to go turn that adamant in.
As Puff throws a punch, 9 hits for 846. Ice 2 coming out from carry. That doesn't make any sense, but 8 hits for 1,004 takes down carry 1. Puff is the first one on the board with an orb.
And Fryteeth murders Hooray Dwarf. Fryteeth reset out of the ruby, so...
Now, Greg knows where LaFane is, and I don't think he's actually made the turn-in for the slab afterwards yet.
Fryteeth is going to head and do Marsh.
I like this play from Fryteeth.
But if you're going to do the Ordeals play and not go after an orb, then this is the next this is the logical play to do afterwards.
Oh, I absolutely agree. Alright, Puff, buy your houses. He's going to make sure he has items set up in a way to where he's going to be good to go. Greg, though, is going to have the convenience of having 2 characters that can cast a nuke, where Fryteeth only has the 1 until promotion.
We get an opal bracelet.
Not a bad find from Fryteeth. As GregglyPuff is ready to go into the ice cave.
Yep, Greg makes the play to ice. I like that play too.
I think it's a nice play.
Got a pro ring and there's an oxy ale. Fryteeth is going to nope the heck out of Marsh Cave at this point, which is always the right play.
Can you blame him?
No. Noping out of the faster you can nope out of Marsh Cave, the better. And no one has fully completed the slab chain yet. Marsh Cave is one of those dungeons where something's going to roll nasty. But we already know it's rolled nasty. One of the things that's rolled nasty in here. We already know wizards have rolled glare.
Greg's just got to be able to run from the image wraith pack. And he does get it and immediately runs into a mage pack. Shoutouts to the encounter table, am I right?
Yeah. And that's a single fire elemental, which is a speed bump.
Oh, this is... Sorry about that noise, but seeing 3 blue dragons gave me a couple flashbacks. And a second monster in a box of 6 gargoyles, so 2 monster in a boxes there on the top floor. Of chests, anyway. Puff gets away from the mummies. This Fryteeth is going to fly around a bit. We got the white dragon. What are we going to have behind the white dragon? An Aegis shield and 2 gold! Not 1, but 2.
That's... For this group, that's a useless room.
Yeah, that room was like, I've only got $2 to spare. I'm sorry. Alright, is Greg going to be able to get away?
Oh, yes, he does. And finds a monster. And immediately gets a monster in a box with the same
encounter.
The same encounter.
What are the odds? And hey, look, there's the bridge.
Womp womp. But at least we know that's not the incentive item in here. Because the bridge is not in the incentive pool.
No, it is not.
To answer Darkwing Duck in chat, it's hard to tell. Fryteeth has pretty well got his grind done.
As does Greg.
As does Greg. But Greg's got 1 orb up. But I think Fryteeth has more... Oh, Vanilla Eye!
Vanilla Eye. And there's the crown. So, you could say Greg has gotten his crowning achievement.
Oh. I see what you did there.
You're welcome. I'm here until this broadcast is done.
Yes, would have been nice to know about 20 minutes ago that it was Vanilla Eye.
Greg did come close to wiping, but was fine. Carry is down for Fryteeth. Fryteeth now has an orb lit. And has the ability to go get a second.
Yeah. Fryteeth could right now go and get C, and that's what he's doing. Fryteeth is going directly to C Shrine.
Greg is holding off on doing the adamant turn-in, whichever, if I recall correctly, that is what yielded the Oxydale.
Yes, I believe it is. And that's Tail.
As we saw earlier from Fryteeth, who did finish up the slab chain, that did yield the tail, which, you know, not a bad yield, honestly. Not a great yield, but not a bad one either.
Okay, so what key items are missing? What key items do we still need? Have we not found? We haven't found TNT.
We haven't found cube. We haven't found rod. There's the key, which allows for locked canary to be checked, and that was from the crown. And yeah, Astos was a friend this time around.
Crystal, cube, TNT, rod, and power bonk. We know that the TNT will lead to one of them.
And herb.
I thought we had the herb.
Negative, Ghost Rider. Now we do.
There's
and
the TNT. It's dynamite.
But if Greg doesn't go turn in that adamant, he's not going to be able to go grab that TNT until later, which that could spell some demise.
And Crystal.
Matoya's Crystal, so she can be able to see again. That's pretty good. Fryteeth sitting at 40 on the black belt, getting ready to go face Kraken as Greg is going to go turn in this crystal and yield the cube. So Greg will have access to Sky. If he goes and turns in the adamant, he'll have access to Sea as well. But instead, he's going to go check Marsh. And he's going to head down towards the bottom instead of going top Marsh. And immediate Oxyale, as that is one of the linked chests. So Fryteeth heading towards Kraken. GregglyPuff has Oxyale. That's right. Oxyale was in Marsh, which means TNT yield will be coming to Greg very shortly. Greg has access to 3 of the fiends, where Fryteeth only has this one left. So Greg is going to go ahead and head towards Mirage Sky, I believe. No, he's going Ordeals. I was hoping Greg was going to go Sky alongside of the rest of you, chat. It really was, but it's not the case. But Fryteeth has a second orblet with a water orb. And now just needs to find the cube and the rod in order to have all 4 orbs, but also needs that key, which we know is behind the crown. There's the chant in chat. Sky, Sky, Sky. And there's the rod behind the TNT. The metal slime tile for GregglyPuff. Gonna get away from it rather quickly. Straight into a Medusa fight. Runs away from that rather quickly into the monster in a box, which is the easiest encounter. Now to loot the boxes and find the ruby and immediately reset out of it. This is most definitely neck and neck. Sky could be an equalizer. It could be Greg just needs to head to C first. But considering that Greg is closer to Sky right now, I foresee him heading towards Sky. Fryteeth slicing bats in half. And soon to enter the speed bump floor. But we see a blue stake over on Greg's screen. It could spell the end for Greg, but we got some rare stake. Greg heading into Mirage as Fryteeth, continuing through Earth Cave. Let's see how quickly all of this goes. A monster in a box to start with, and it's a sandwich! Delicious. A wizard stick, a red anklo box, a speed bump.
Speed bump there on fryteeth's side.
Saw a katana and a power stick, 1,000 gold, and an iron. Bonk could be behind monster in a box. This is a beautiful race so far, though.
Yes. I think I would give fryteeth the advantage right now.
Yeah, Fryteeth, I agree. Fryteeth has the advantage right now, but I don't think Greg's going to be too terribly far behind.
That's the mess that.
As Greg will end up
Turn it.
heading towards C next, for sure. Finding the Sun Sword +1 and a lot of monsters in a box.
You can adjust the ear.
Free Pro Ring for Greg as Fryteeth is approaching Lich. Gonna have that third Fiend knocked out relatively quickly. A nuke coming out. 370. A punch is gonna kill. 8 hits for 685. That's it.
Me, it's the nose squeeze tighter than I don't fog up my.
Yeah.
All right. Greg ready to head into Sky itself.
Meanwhile, Fry is heading into ice.
It's a rather nice cave. I definitely give Fryteeth the advantage right now.
Yeah, especially if Bonk is behind a bad monster in a box.
Absolutely. Yeah, because Greg's going to full clear, and it's going to take a bit to actually do that.
Yeah.
But we know that Fryteeth is going to have to run through multiple times. And Greg's going to skip the box on the bottom. And he's going to start looting Sky 2. Oh, Greg. He does have 42, where Fryteeth has, I believe, 40. We did see the Game Changer, but it's not as much of a game changer because, well, we haven't seen fast. But there's the Mazmune.
There's a Mazza.
-1. The Hangry Canuck's favorite weapon.
Well, it's mine too.
I'm more of a katana person myself. Greg's just clearing through everything. Getting lots of encounters, but able to run away from them very quickly. Bane coming out. Definitely doing a little bit of work to Fryteeth's party. More wraiths showing up. All right. Puff is nearing everybody's favorite spot in this game. Puff still doesn't have the rod, and that is what Puff is digging for. But that's another ribbon for Puff. That's a good find. Alright, Greg's going to check the 6 chests and is immediately greeted by a shark. There's the power bonk, and he's going to skip it. "12 of the monster in a box chests were here in Sky." I would say that's a little overkill, but not really. Alright, Cure 4 is coming out. Greg is out of Cure 4s on that Red Mage. But I hope everybody's ready, because we are hoping for everybody's favorite monster here coming up on the Bridge of Destiny, the Warmechs. So let's see if we can get some Warmechs. I think the reason he skipped Bonk is because he has Temper and a 42 black belt. There's Warmech! And he's gonna take it. Here we go. Warmech punches the Red Wizard down immediately. 5 hits for 588, Nuke coming out for 374. Lit 2 is going to come out from Warmech, dealing negligible damage at best. Another Nuke's going to come out, as well as a swing. 208 from the 2 hits, 133 from the Nuke. Lit 2 coming out yet again. Not a whole bunch of damage going out from this Warmech. Another Nuke for 160. That's it! We have a Warmech kill from GregglyPuff. GregglyPuff, a man of the people, getting the Warmech kill. 5 hits for 438 from Greg on the Tiamat. Tiamat's definitely evasive. Going for the Bane. Ineffective. No poison smoke. 8 hits for 874. 5 for 207 coming out from Tiamat onto Puff. Another hit. 6 for 779. That's it. Tia is down. And fryteeth about to get the key, as Greg has his second orb lit with the air orb. Immediately going to be able to swing over to Onrak, head towards the Sea Shrine. He's going to go ahead and house up, and I think he's going to just dive straight in with the 2 characters. No, he's going to go revive that Red Mage. fryteeth still needs the cube, but does have the key, is about to open up the boxes here in Canaria to grab the herb. Herb will allow him to grab the crystal, and crystal will turn into the cube. As Greg is going to head towards, I think he's going to head towards TFC. No, he's not. He's throwing me for a loop. He's just checking the first chest. To answer the question in chat from Pyrelight and Stingleword, Matoya has the cube. But just like that, I think we're pretty much neck and neck again. GregglyPuff in a bad spot of the encounter table. Not looking too terribly hot. But is going to pick up the TNT. That'll turn into the Earth Rod. Fryteeth about to enter Mirage. This is close. If Greg's able to make it through the rest of C, get the turn-in done, and make it through Earth quickly, this is anyone's game. All right, Greg is in the room with Kraken. Gets good turn order to run away early. Fryteeth is going to queue up the nuke and then just immediately run afterwards. Fryteeth is in Sky. Just a few floors left to go. Here we go. Greg versus the Kraken. 8 hits for 970. Temper's going to come out. 9 hits for 506 coming out from Kraken 1. A nuke's going to come out for 156 damage. Puff's going to punch for 1,005. That is the third orb for Greg. Fryteeth just behind, right, or just entering Sky 3. This is most definitely going to come down to Topher, but it is so close right now between the two of them. Greg ready to go turn in the TNT. Fryteeth entering Tiamat's floor. The Bridge of Destiny. Are we going to see another Warmech? Are we going to have another Warmech sighting?
If I had to look at this right now, and hi folks, this is Shadowed stepping in because Mr. Stewart had to step away for a minute or two. If I had to look at this, I give Fryteeth about maybe a 1 minute advantage, but as you mentioned, that could easily be made up in Topher.
It definitely can. Yeah, I'd give him about anywhere from 1 to 3. I'd say average of 2 minute advantage, but Greg does have the rod. If we see a lot of nukes and nuclears come out, that could swing the balance of everything around. Final orb has been lit by Fryteeth. Fryteeth is in go mode entirely, as GregglyPuff just needs to light the air, or not the air orb, the earth orb. We'll have a slightly quicker trek to get to Temple of Fiends, as Fryteeth is heading there right now.
Yep, and we all know that in Topher, the first gatekeeper really starts a Kraken 2, so if they get unlucky and Lich 2 or Carry 2 ends up being the early equalizer, this could be a down to the last frame match.
All right, Fryteeth stocking up on heals entirely. All the wolves running away from Greg, as Fryteeth has entered Temple of Fiends Revisited. We'll call it the hour 16-minute mark for destroying the Black Orb and going through the time gate. This is a bad man fight. But Fryteeth gets away from it very quickly.
To respond to a comment in chat, yes, I know Lich 2 may be a speed bump, but 3 and 256 is a thing.
It most definitely is. And the Thunder Frost Wolves are a thing, especially if they ambushed. And I believe they did.
I'll be honest, I'd completely forgotten about Thunder Frost Wolves.
And that's a reset already from Fryteeth. we may not have an actual gatekeeper boss just yet, but we definitely have a gatekeeper encounter.
And any lead that fryteeth had probably got cut in half there. I still have him at a brief advantage, but with every single encounter, GregglyPuff is charging ahead. So this could, again, this is going to be down to the wire.
It could come down to RNG on preemptives and ambushes. We got a nuke coming out from Greg, a punch coming out, 10 hits, 962. That's it for Lich 1. We have a real match going on right now. And Greg has all 4 orbs lit, ready to go into Topher, as fryteeth is sitting on the top floor right now at the Earth Elemental tile, which is normally the Phantom tile. This is close.
Oh yeah, it's always good when you can go on the tile and you don't see that Phantom. So Earth Elemental will gladly take it, especially if we can run away from it.
An ambush on fryteeth's side, but he's going to make it through. Definitely going to take a bit of damage in the process, but we're here, we're live. It's about a 2-minute difference.
From what I saw here from Fry's most recent entrance in the Temple of Fiends and Greg coming in, 1 minute 3 seconds is the difference. Fry came in at 1:17:05, Greggly at 1:18:08.
And an ambush on GregglyPuff's side as fryteeth is just ready to run through here. Fighter goes down, and Greg's going to take the reset.
Yeah.
So
now we're back to a 2-minute advantage. Those ambushing frost wolves seem to be the gatekeeper, as you mentioned.
and fryteeth might end up having to go man mode. This could be scary.
Yep, because Life 2 was Red Wizard Lock. They have no way of reviving, so this is going to be an RNG fest over here on fryteeth's side.
It really is, and it's going to be a scary one at that. He's going to have to hope for a low evade, not so punchy Kraken, but definitely hope for no nuclear. As GregglyPuff has entered the back of Topher again, fryteeth just starting the carry fight. 9 hits, 800, Inferno coming out. Seven hits for 335 from carry, and 9 hits for 836 from the black belt on fryteeth's side. Carry goes down. He's onto the Kraken floor, but I don't know how to feel right now.
Well, my only question is, we all know Kraken 2 has a radar for life casters. What does Kraken 2 do when nobody can cast life?
I don't know, but Sleep Touch Gurmaduses?
Pass.
I mean, it's better than the legendary Death Touch Gurmaduses.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Alright, Kraken 2 coming up. 6 hits, 951, that's a crit. 10 hits for 1,082. He's got to get turn order here. And he does!
Wow. Okay, well, now we're down to one-on-one.
Mano y mano. He's got to be able to run from encounters coming up now. He gets the first run. Nightmare Evil Man pack. He's going to go ahead and decide to take it out. But he misses the Nightmares even with a 42 plus black belt. The question is, how hard is Tia going to hit? She's just going to throw out a Blizzard to start. Ink.
That was only 4 hits for 180 on that second one, so a fair bit of evasion, but Tier 2 does go down, and fryteeth, as long as he can get through these next dozen steps or so, will be on the Chaos floor.
A couple Sorcerer packs are a nice reprieve. GregglyPuff, though, not too terribly far behind, in much better shape than fryteeth's been. Has 3 of the 4 party members up, but fryteeth is here at Chaos. He can do this to force a decider. We got a temper coming out. 5 hits for 411. Chaos 2 hits 329 with a crit. Lit 3 coming out. 3 hits 238. Another attack, 5 for 225. Chaos is going to attempt to stun, but it's ineffective. Fire 3 coming out for 91 damage. An attack, 7 hits, 519. Looking good so far. Is fryteeth going to do this? 3 for 102, but there's a nuke. He's down to 18 HP. No!
Oh! That was a fair bit of absorb there on Chaos. Fair bit of evade too, with only 5 for 300 a couple times. You're going to need to have some way to buff that black belt, even at 42 plus, to get through that defense.
All right, GregglyPuff versus Tia 2. Here we go. We got a rub coming out from Tia. Temper's going out. 6 hits for 958. That's it for Tia 2. Greg is on to the Ultimate Fiend himself, Chaos.
Well, at least as soon as he gets past the Sorcerer packs that we knew were coming.
Here we go. If you were hoping for the Year of the Puff, this is the opportunity for it to happen. GregglyPuff versus Chaos, Game 4 of the finals, with him being up 2-1. 2 tempers coming out onto the black belt. 1 attack coming out. 3 hits for 452. A lit 3 going to come out. Negligible damage at best. 2nd temper coming out onto that black belt. We got nukes coming out. We got 1 more temper. And that's all 3 tempers. Stun coming out being ineffective. 2 hits for 408. The nuke's going to come out for 348 damage. Very, very good nuke roll against Chaos, who has the highest potential to resist nuke in the entire game. 6 hits for 990. Lots of damage coming out. Nuke for 131. 2nd nuke coming out. 194 terminated. You have the Year of the Puff. GregglyPuff taking the spring tournament 3-1. Our new champion.
That was an incredibly close finals, either way you look at it. It's almost a shame to see somebody lose after a race like that. But a hell of an effort by everyone involved.
A beautiful, beautiful race from both GregglyPuff and fryteeth, as fryteeth is going back into the back end of Topher right now. And we are joined by our new champion. The Year of the Puff has happened. GG's, Greg.
Hey, thanks, guys. How you doing?
My heart's kind of pounding after what happened to fryteeth, but we'll get into that later.
Okay.
Tell me, how were you feeling going into this race?
I mean, you know, when you're up by 1, you feel okay. You know, I just, you know, if I can get through this, then great. I win. That's awesome. If I lose, it's fine. I wasn't like too terribly nervous going into it. But once I got into Topher and he hadn't finished yet, I mean, my heart was pounding, especially when I wiped out to those stupid Frosties with Thunder.
Yeah, the Frostwolf Frost Giant pack. How much did your heart sink when you ended up wiping to them?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I already felt kind of behind because I basically last location that TNT/Rod. I mean, it wasn't like the absolute last place I could look. I mean, I could have obviously had to dive mermaids, but you know what I mean. So once I did that, and I went through Earth Cave, and I get in there, and I'm like, all right, well, fryteeth's going to finish any moment. I need to like do this quickly. And I went through, and then they ambushed me, and I was like, this is annoying. And then they started throwing Thunder out, and I was like, oh, that's more annoying. I was very, very upset about that.
I can definitely understand that, my friend. The next question I have for you is, while you were in C, you did head over to check the chest on the bottom right. Were you thinking about going mermaids at all at that point?
No, not at that moment, because my thing at that point is like, I know that what I need is in Sea Shrine, and the last thing I need to be doing is like hanging out in mermaids without warp or exit, you know. So I need to go, and going crack inside and killing. You know, even if I full clear there, I'm assuming my opponent is also doing the same thing, full clearing that side. So I'm not really. I'm losing time going to mermaids, not really gaining time if it happens to be on that side. If that makes any sense.
It most definitely does. So, your grind.
Yeah.
Was your plan to go ahead and grab as many of the key items as you could before really getting into it?
Yes, that was kind of why I did all the stuff. Like, I saw the sandworms. I knew they had less than, like, they had about 220 HP or whatever. So I was like, okay, this will be fine. I grabbed some money. I took them down a few times just to get some levels before heading down to what I figured was going to be Provoca, but I forgot I hadn't checked Provoca yet. And so when it was Melmond, I was very confused. But, I went down there, and then I think at some point I went to Provoca, I got the slab, and then I got the bottle out of Waterfall, which was a whole nother nightmare. Waterfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the worst part was, like, neither of those worked out. I think one turned into the white shirt and the other was the tail. So I was just like, perfect. But yeah, I was just trying to get some key items before I really like settled into the grind. I already knew the obviously those red dragons were there, but I knew they rolled pretty high in HP, and it would take a while to even 2-man. It looked like it was going to be kind of a hard time. So that's why I started on sandworms until I got to 32, and then went to volcano and finished my grind on the red beast.
That makes sense. You also ended up being a man of the people by taking out that war mech. But I do believe we lost you for just a moment. We do have Fryteeth taking on Tia 2, 5 hits for 595 with a crit in there, a nuke coming out for 171. Tia's going to throw out Lit 2. That's going to do negligible damage as well. Another nuke coming out for 100, getting that minimum roll, and 4 hits for 244. And going to Chaos.
The upside here is at least Fryteeth does have a secondary character up as well. That red mage is still standing, so we do have a way to improve that black belt a little bit for this fight.
All right, Fryteeth going into Chaos. Gonna get some Lit 3. We'll have Greg back in here shortly. Welcome back, Greg. Are you able to hear us, sir? I will take that as a no. Another punch coming out for 232. White shirt going out again. And we got another punch coming in for 264. More white shirt coming out. Fire 3. And another punch. 5 hits for 441. We are soon to have a finished Fryteeth. 6 hits, 545. Cure 4 going to come out. Bring that red mage back up to full. Another punch. 4 hits for 279. And there's the nuke coming out. And 2 hits, 267, terminated. Fryteeth has finished. The official race time GG times. GregglyPuff, 1 hour, 24 minutes, 49 seconds. Fryteeth, 1 hour, 31 minutes, 39 seconds. So GG's to both of you, as we are now joined by Fryteeth. Fryteeth, GG's.
Thanks.
congratulations even still for getting to the finals, dude.
Yeah, never expected to make it this far, but congratulations to GregglyPuff. I mean, he just, he's just been playing lights out, especially in these finals, and had a chance here, but just couldn't get any damage on that first Chaos fight.
Yeah, Chaos literally told you no. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and ask the Heart Ripper on this one, fryteeth, to start it. Topher, you faced the Frostwolf with Thunder, Frost Giant encounter, wiped to that, got all the way down to Chaos, wiped to Chaos because you were on man mode at Tia 2. How much were you hurting after you wiped to Chaos?
Some. I knew I was taking a risk doing that. I felt like I had to take a risk at that point. And I think if I had reset after the Red Mage had gone down, I don't think I would have, had enough time to make it back. So, took a gamble. I think it was the right gamble. But I only, I got up to about 1,500 damage on Chaos. So, it's what happens. I figured I was behind after digging out that ruby and the tail.
So, Greg also ended up digging out the ruby and the tail. It worked out, though, for the number of key items. The only unfortunate part was you had finished your grind pretty much by the time you had all of your key items. The difference on the grind time was Greg actually went to grab the extra key items while you were still only sitting on only the handful of key items. I think you only had 2, maybe 3 at the time, and Greg at that point had 6.
Yeah, but it's only 5% extra XP per item, so I was already in the grind. It was already going. So I just figured, finish it up, and then you get the key items faster because your dungeon dives are faster at that point.
And that answered the question I was going to lead into. Overall, though, with your performance in this spring tournament, after joining the community, what was it, last year before spring tournament?
I joined near the end of spring tournament.
That's right, you did, because you took part in the Summer Duckling Derby at that point. From then to now, I forget how well you did in that Duck Derby, to making it to the finals of this year's spring tournament. How blown away are you by the growth and improvement that you've had just in in about a year?
Yeah, so that Summer Duck Derby last summer, that went pretty badly. I actually ended up forfeiting out of the last race. It was going so badly. But I mean, the progress I've made in the last year has been pretty amazing. But I think that's a testament to the community here, especially to Greggly, and everyone else involved in the Duckling program. To be able to progress from forfeiting out of the Duck Derby last summer to making the finals of the spring tournament. If anyone who's watching, if you're thinking about that this looks like fun and you want to jump in, this community is amazing. The Duck program, learned so much from that, as well as some of the runners that I teamed up with in some of the other events over the last year. Just learned so much, and they're why I got this far.
Shadow, do you have any questions for Greg or fryteeth?
No, you pretty much covered everything that I was going to ask. I was paying more attention with trying to keep all the buttons pressed all the time this entire race, so I was sitting on the edge of my seat watching everything from the get-go, and just seeing everyone in Temple of Fiends you visited right at the end and how close it was. Honestly, I don't think you could ask for a better race to have as a showcase in the final round of a spring tournament.
I have to agree with that. I guess in that case, we're going to go ahead and jump into final thoughts with both the race and the spring tournament as a whole. Fryteeth, with you being the runner-up of the spring tournament and having such a great run throughout it with all the tough opponents you've had, go ahead and start with you, my friend.
Just a huge thank you to everyone, the tournament admins, everyone who's done comms and tracking and restreaming. It's been a lot of fun. My biggest thing that I feel bad about is I was planning on doing more commentary and tracking once I got knocked out of the tournament, but kept having to plan more races. Again, congrats to Greggly. Well-deserved win. He's just played fantastically, and happy for him. And also just a thank you to him as well. I've been dealing with some medical issues, and he's been really, really patient in getting some of these races scheduled. So a thank you on that as well.
Of course, man.
And Greg, our new champion for the spring tournament. Final thoughts from you, my friend.
I just can't believe it. I think I'm blown away. I'm in disbelief. I can't believe we were here at the finals with me as the champion. I want to thank you guys for obviously doing the show. fryteeth for being awesome and being my opponent here in this final match. And of course for all the people that planned the tournament, Caleb, Ale, Dwight, Cheeseinator, Sir Link-a-Lot, for putting this whole thing together. I think it was really well run. We were able to get a lot of the show's broadcast. Everybody that helped volunteer and comms and tracking and all that stuff. And of course, speedrunner, SpeedGaming, RPG Limit Break, and Randomania for doing the whole thing. And of course, the Final Fantasy Randomizer community as a whole. I think fryteeth said it best. If you want to join the community, please feel free. Just go to FinalFantasyRandomizer.com, click on the link that gets you to the Discord, and hang out with us. If you have any questions, we're always here to answer those questions. But I had a really good time during the spring tournament, and we'll see you guys next year for Spring Tournament 2022.
Though, correct me if I'm wrong here, Greg, but we also have some other events coming up soon.
Yeah, Duckling Derby's right around the corner. That starts in like 3 weeks, July 11th. I guess in 4 weeks, July 11th. And then we have the co-op tournament starting August 1st, 2nd, somewhere in that general area.
So definitely more events to keep your eyes peeled for. And you'll be able to see a lot more Final Fantasy Randomizer action. And with the new class of Ducklings and giving the performances that they did even here during the spring tournament, it was absolutely incredible. I started with the Duckling program back in 2018 when it originally launched. Fryteeth was a Duckling in the 2020 iteration of it. And Shadow, correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't you part of the Duckling program as well?
Only briefly. I came in between boot camps. Tried to get in through the winter one this past year, and due to scheduling, I only got to run 1 out of the 4 races. So I can attest that it does work. It's just for some people, like me, we find that we do better clicking buttons in the background and letting the more experienced people show off the game to everyone in the community. So it's still definitely a good chance to get in and learn the game, figure out the mechanics and whatnot. And as previously mentioned, we're all willing to answer questions, give you any of the information you need, and help you take your first steps into learning the Final Fantasy Randomizer.
Absolutely. Shadow, you've been doing a lot of stuff throughout the spring tournament, so any final thoughts from you, my friend?
Well, all I can say is it has been one heck of a ride to get this far through the last, I want to say 8 or 9 weeks that we've had this going. Because I know we've done about 150 races or so. And it's been a blast just sitting in and watching everyone compete and seeing just how quickly some of these seeds go, especially when you start adding the new wrinkles in with the monsters in the box and the blurses and everything else. So it's been a joy to watch. It's been a joy to crew. And I also want to give my thanks to the folks behind the scenes for getting everything set up. Because otherwise, well, it would have been a real boring spring, let's be honest.
I do have to agree with that, and I also need to give some massive thanks to the entirety of the planning committee that Greg mentioned earlier. Huge thanks to fryteeth and GregglyPuff, two amazing, absolutely incredible runners of Final Fantasy Randomizer, GregglyPuff being the head of the Duckling program right now, and one of our current admins, fryteeth, a former Duckling whose progress needs no words. You saw it. He made it here to the finals. You all have seen it, and if you've kept up throughout the entirety of the spring tournament, you've been able to see him defeat such difficult opponents and have such a rough go of things, but still come this far. Massive thanks to the entirety of the Final Fantasy Randomizer community, because we came together as a whole in order to be able to crew as many of the 150 plus races that we've had throughout this entire spring tournament, and have even been able to keep up with watching the tournament on YouTube, where you'll even be able to watch this race back as well as the rest of the other races if you want to. A massive thanks to SpeedGaming, RPG Limit Break, Randomania for allowing us to have these races broadcasted on each of their channels, as without them we wouldn't be able to bring this entertainment to you guys. It's been massive. Be sure to join the Discord, as you will also get a heads up about the bonus race that we are having tonight. It is 4 fighters at 9 p.m. Eastern on Randomania 1. Check out the Final Fantasy Randomizer YouTube channel. Check out SpeedGaming's YouTube channel. Be sure to check the schedule for upcoming races on the schedules. And I love Devious RNG's 4 ? Because I know quite a few people that are going to be running one single fighter throughout the entirety of the bonus stream, and it's going to be something that you all want to watch. So, I also forgot to give a very special thank you to one person who came, or to 2 people, one of which who came in and helped me out with the rest of commentary, as well as our tracker. That would be you, Shadowed. Thank you so much for jumping in when Stuart had to go take care of some stuff. And I definitely want to give a huge thanks to Stuart for joining me in the booth today. So thank you both so much.
Hey, we do what we must because we can, as a certain song from another franchise goes. Thanks for holding down the fort for all of us while we got everything sorted out here.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a very good one. But with that, on behalf of our 2 runners, GregglyPuff and fryteeth, our tracker and my co-commentator for the ending of this, Shadowed Flames, my co-commentator for the beginning of this until he had some stuff pop up, DM Stewart 1981. I am Sonny Wrath 11. Thank you all for watching the entirety of the spring tournament. We hope to bring you just as good, if not better, of a spring tournament next year And we will see you for our future events, being the Duckling Derby, the co-op tournament, and potentially even a fall league. But until then, you all have a great day, great evening, great night, whatever time of day it is for you. Keep the power of the orbs alive, and we will see you for the next Final Fantasy Randomizer event.